Friends, welcome back to Vince and Gigi's Super Channel G, and look what we have for you here today. We have Avengers Mech Strike action figures. This is Wave 1, looks absolutely incredible, and has 3 of the mech suits, and we have our villain Thanos right here, and you're not going to want to miss how cool these action figures actually are. They are super awesome. So we're going to dive right on in, but right before we do that, if you have not already subscribed to our channel, please subscribe below. Hit the notification bell next to it so you can be notified every time we have a new video come out. Talk to us in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. Let us know where in the world you're watching from, and give us a big thumbs up if you like Avengers Mech Strike. And what do you say we go ahead and get started right now?
What is up, Vince and Gigi?
Vince and Gigi, Super Channel G.
Super Channel G.
Gigi.
Vince and Gigi from Super Channel G.
Super Channel G.
Vince and Gigi on Super Channel G.
So tight. Don't stop doing what you're doing.
Congratulations on all your success.
Congratulations on everything.
I will see you on the TV.
Super Channel G. Yeah.
God, is this great?
Let's kick it off with Avengers Mech Strike Captain America. Again, look how gorgeous this art is right here. It looks so amazing. It says Ultimate Mech Suit. I love how it has a shield right here, and it looks like it actually articulates pretty well for what would essentially be a basic type figure. And then this mech suit that looks like it's got some pretty good articulation. And man, look, there's the suit right there. I guess it, you know, obviously the colors are a little bold a little bit more, and then there's more of like what appears to be strong embossing look like, but nonetheless, that is definitely, well, here it is right here. Very reminiscent of what's gonna look like, except, you know, they really made the colors pop out on this one. But there's the art. Looks absolutely great. Let's take a look to see what it says over here. Of course, is the Ultimate Mech Suit, Captain America, and it says Avengers Mech Strike. Captain America gears up in a massive, high-powered mech strike suit to combat the evil Thanos. Yep, and if I'm not mistaken, Thanos is gonna have his own mech suit as well. So these just dropped. You should be seeing them at Walmart, and I would imagine other places. Haven't seen them anywhere but this one Walmart I went to today, and so, you know, I'd imagine they'd be on Amazon and Target and probably even GameStop, anywhere else. But I can't say for sure because of the time that I'm doing this video. It's the first time I've ever seen him. I've seen him nowhere else, not even another Walmart. So let's go ahead and bust him on out. What do you say? Let's get Cap out here, and Cap looks great. Look at this. Let's see. He still has a couple of little tags here to keep his feet locked in. And let's see. All right. Looks like we're gonna have some great articulation here. Again, especially because this is more of a basic figure type. So I'll go ahead and set him aside for the moment. And let's get everything else out of here. Looks like we got the shield. And it doesn't look like it's taped out here. It looks like it's taped behind there. So let's get our mech suit out and the accessories that it comes with. I'm excited about that. Let's see. There's one more here. There we are. And the legs and feet look like they might be separate. There we go. Oh, I didn't mean to scratch up the... So, probably definitely not going to keep this box, but definitely wasn't trying to destroy it either. But, alright, cool. There we are. Let's get this last piece out right here. There we are. There we are. Get that out. So, all we need is the shield, and the shield looks like might be just because of the tape there. You know what? I'm sure we can just pop it on out from the side. Honestly, just be careful. It's a little pokey, and the plastic might tear on you too. So be careful getting that out. All right. we'll set that aside, and then we'll do our Iron Man next. But let's set these scissors aside, and let's take a look at our action figure and his suit. So, our Captain America doesn't have tons of colors and paint on here, but we definitely have a great sculpt overall. So I'm liking that, and we'll find out more about this in just a moment. Let's see, the shoulders, they go around really well. Let's see how far they go out. Not quite 90-degree angle, just short of it. Well, not just short of it, actually angled down a little bit. They do go all the way around. Look at that. So, and it feels like a pretty solid spin there. The elbows do come into slightly more than a 90-degree angle, so that's good. And then they turn in and out there. The wrists do not move. We do have an open hand on one and a fist hand on the other. And then the legs do come out to a 90-degree angle, bend down to almost a 90-degree angle. I'm glad the knees do bend, because they don't on a Titan Hero series. And then let's see, the legs do go pretty far out, and again it feels like a pretty solid build. So we have little peg holes right here so that we can perhaps have them on a stand if we'd like. And there's not a whole lot of color to him, so this would be really cool if we did our own like basic paint job. Color the straps, maybe a dark brown, and then maybe some shading. That would make this look cool, but overall looks pretty awesome. Look at that. Love the way the boots look. The sculpt is what looks really great. The head, that looks awesome, and then the helmet, the way that comes. So let's see the shield. The shield, that's why, because all it has is just a peg to go in the right here. We can bend the arm, and the shield would be right there. So that works. Looks good. Can probably even get a semi strong dynamic pose. It just depends how much does the head move, and I forgot to check the articulation on the head. Actually not a whole lot, so we can't move it too far back. We can spin it around and tilt slightly. So let's see, maybe we can get him to stand up a little bit more fierce. There we are. Bring his arm out a little bit. There we are. And that looks pretty cool. Look at that. Pretty cool. Alright. Since the ankle does not move, it'd be harder to have him standing like this. We have to make it brace just a little bit better. There we go. Look at that. I do have it freestanding. That looks pretty cool. And maybe because of the fist, we would switch hands so it looks like he's about to punch. But that still looks pretty awesome. What do you think? Here we go, take a quick picture. But our Captain America looks pretty awesome. And let's see about this mech suit. And I wonder if there's instructions beyond just this simple opening right here. Look at this. But I'm gonna open this little papelero right here, and it definitely does not. Okay, so let's make sure we don't put these on the wrong feet. Are they the exact same thing? No, there is a slight angle right here. Okay, so this goes where? This opens out like this, and what's this little dilly bop right here? So it looks like it goes I guess on the back, honestly. Okay, so this would go here. It clicked, and I guess I'd have to glue it on for it to stay more stable than more secure than that. And I guess these feet would see how difficult this really is. That wasn't very difficult, and it's supposed to be leaning forward, and I put them on backwards, I was like, It is definitely leaning forward. And then the reason why I put these on here is because it has the holes on the inside. Look at that, not on the outside. And I noticed in this picture it has the hole, what appears to be on the inside, not on the outside also. So there's a hole there, there's a hole there. And same thing here, so it appears to be that. But why are they popping right off? Am I doing something wrong? Doesn't look like it, look. So I will try just to see if there's any difference putting them on the other side. It looks like they don't go because of the angle. Yep, nope, because it'll make it go crooked. Look at that. Okay, and I don't want to get it stuck, which it looks like it did. Just trying to see if it fit. So, don't do like I did and get them stuck. But it was worth making sure that they weren't on wrong. Okay, so now let's take an even closer look at this mech suit. Let's raise this up right here. And look at this sculpt. That looks cool. It's very Iron Patriot-esque, right? Let's see. Wow, cool. Look at the joint on the shoulders right here. It's very smooth. It goes out about that far. It does turn all the way around. And we do have a partial elbow joint. Look at that. I mean, we have a complete elbow joint, but it comes partially forward. Not too much. And then same thing here. This joint goes out like that. So we can go out to about like this and then around. We can bend the elbows slightly. And I guess technically we could put the shield. No, I guess not. It looked like it was gonna fit, but I put the shield here, I guess. Interesting. Okay. And then what about here? So we could put the shield there. Alright, cool. And let's see, the legs do not bend. This does open up here. And I guess the shield also could go here. So that's cool. And let's put his arms down, straighten him out, and see if we can put him in the mech suit. So there is a peg and a hole in the back of Captain America. We'll line those up. Have his arms slightly outside. Fix his legs so that it sits pretty well in there. Bend this forward. And there we are. We can leave those down, bring those out. And again, I'm guessing we just go ahead and pop this right in here. Because it ain't gonna go the other way. Nope. Okay, so put this right in here. Now I have Captain America in his mech suit. We'll put the shield right here. This blaster. And we can probably have him aiming. Now, I think something that would make this even cooler would be if the arms were a little bit longer instead of they're kind of stubby. And then if the head was able to turn. That alone would make this cool, even though the legs don't move. Sorry, the voice started getting hoarse all of a sudden. But all in all, it looks kind of cool. Look at that. So, what are your thoughts, guys? Oh. Sorry, I dropped the camera. But there we are. This looks like it's not staying super closed. So again, this opens like this, and there's Cap. It's just like that. You can have the arms down like that, like they are in the picture. There we go. Just close this here so that it lines up, pops there. And there we are. Bring this up like that so that it looks like this picture a little bit more. You can probably give it a light paint touch up. But I'm digging it. What are your thoughts? And what do you say we move on and check out our Iron Man one? Yes! Move this bad boy over here. And we'll move on to check out our Iron Man one. Okay, so next we have Avengers Mech Strike Iron Man. This is also the ultimate mech suit. Look at that. I love how it's essentially just the Hulkbuster. So that's what's cool. Look at that beautiful artwork right there again. 3 fingers and a thumb. Very Hulkbuster-esque. And look at that. So, I get it may not be officially labeled as a Hulkbuster here, but it's drawing some definite inspiration from the Hulkbuster suit. And says, Avengers Mech Strike. Iron Man gears up in a massive, high-powered Mech Strike suit to combat the evil Thanos. Again, the evil Thanos. I'd be curious to see what his mech suit's gonna look like when they make the action figure, which I would assume would definitely be at some point in the near future. So, get him on out. Let's cut Iron Man out of here. And he's definitely positioned higher in this box because the Captain America one had the shield positioned above Captain America. Cut these out, cut this out, that out, that out, cut this out. There you go, cut it out. Just kidding. And we just need to get his little shoes. Alright, so we'll take this out. There we are. How difficult will it be to get those out? Shouldn't be very difficult. Without completely just obliterating the box. There we are. Very cool. Let's see. Cut it right out of here. Very cool. Alright. It's right, it's left. Let's pop this back in. Okay. Let's set this aside. And just a quick glimpse of, it's got rounder feet. There you go. Okay. Let's take a look at our Iron Man, then we'll look at our Mech Strike suit. So, the golden red is pretty nice. I like the arc reactor, that's a nice touch. See, the head really doesn't go back and forth very much. It looks like slightly more than Captain America, but that doesn't say very much. The head does turn pretty well. Tilts slightly. The arms go, wow, beyond a 90-degree angle out. They do spin pretty solidly. There we go. So we have a little bit of paint bleed. The elbows do come in to about a 90-degree angle. And, well, his wrist is just kind of down at an angle like that. And this one has where he would be shooting his repulsor blast. I'm assuming this finger is supposed to be out here because it's like smashed over there. It's probably just because I was leaning against it. But that's cool. The wrists do not turn. They do not turn at the waist. The legs do go out pretty well. They go okay forward. They do not go to 90-degree angle forward like Captain America's did. And the legs do not bend at the knee for a 90-degree angle, but it does bend. And they do go out a little bit also there. There's some decent articulation right there. No ankle joint. We have a good sculpt overall. I do like the way it looks. Could have been a little more paint, but since this is essentially more of a basic figure, I'm satisfied with that. And the gold looks gorgeous, I will say that. I'm actually shocked at how good the gold looks. We do have paint bleed back here, which I would need a touch up. Paint bleed here, and you know, obviously, you know, again, we'll just say basic figure. But that looks pretty awesome. We could have him shooting his repulsor blast, and we could turn the elbow there to have it look like that. Look at this. So that looks pretty cool. We could actually have him with a pretty decent pose. Look at that. Look at that. Okay, cool. So let's take a look at our mech suit. Again, I love that they drew a lot of inspiration clearly from the Hulkbuster suit. And this would be nice to give a little bit of touch-up paint to make this dark, just like this. Look at that. Let's see what this shows. It actually looks pretty close to this, a lot more than the Captain America one did. That's pretty close, just really lit up. Now, as far as this little energy plasma sword or whatever we got going on here, because I don't think it's a shield. Looks a little different than that, obviously, and doesn't have a whole lot of sculpt there. Looks like the wrists do turn. I'm like, that's cool. I don't remember Captain America's wrists turning here. They don't. I was like, I didn't think so. So just to confirm, but that's a nice touch here. Let's see, the shoulders only go up that much, so it's less. You spin all the way around. And we do bend only that much on the elbows, but still cool. We don't have an accessory for the back, and this only bends up this much because it does hit it right here. So let's put Iron Man in our suit. He does have a hole for a peg right here, as did the one for Captain America. Just line that up like that. Boom. Have his feet in here. We're gonna want his arms out slightly. Look at that. And then there we go. He clicks when you push him in. Have this closed right here. And these are angled as well. So let me make sure I don't have them on the wrong feet. This appears to be correct. Oh, this one actually clicks. There we go, and that looks right. So I can't imagine the other one not clicking the way this one did. So I'm like, did I do something wrong? Did I not push it in far enough? You'll let me know if I didn't do that one correctly, because this one like clicked really well and looks like it's gonna stay like that. And looks like you'd have to lift up and out to get it out, so that way he actually stays in there pretty well. So this looks great. Look at this. I love that we can turn the wrists, so any extra articulation makes me feel great. Same thing here. You can paint that white and have his blaster going. That looks cool. And we could actually put the Captain America shield here if we wanted. So if there was more accessories, we could borrow them from the other Avengers. Look at that. 2 shields like that would look cool. So that would be awesome. Put that back on Cap. And then there's this little energy sword here. So I'm digging how it almost looks like 4 mech arms, even though it's him inside the suit. But the sculpt on here looks great, and if we had a little bit of customized paint job, it would look even cooler. Look at that. So my friends, what are your thoughts here? Which one do you like more? Do you like them both? I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. So there they are side by side. I'm gonna come closer so you can compare them. Here's our Mech Strike Iron Man. Here's our Mech Strike Captain America. And they look really cool. That looks pretty awesome. Turn them around. There we are. And I'm gonna take one last look at our Captain America to see if I did something wrong, why it keeps opening, or if it's supposed to be like that, because our Iron Man closes pretty well. Just give me 1 second. Alright, I'm sorry my friends, I guess I did have him on the wrong feet, believe it or not. So, forgive me. I'm glad I checked again. And, well, don't know what I did wrong, because I'm like, well, there's the holes. They're on the inside. And I guess I had them on the outside at some point. But they did click, and look, now they're solid. So, I can appreciate that I've at least got it right before we ended, because I'm like, there's no way I had to have put this wrong. So, and then this clicks better in. Look at that. To seal this in now. So there we go. And I'll try to make a note of that when I edit the videos, so that I'm not looking so much like I'm fumbling around after all anymore. Look, they're a whole lot more solidly built. Okay, and so I'm super excited about that. Check this out. I just got these two amazing action figures, obviously, like you just saw. And the very next day, look what I found. This Thanos Infinity Mech suit. And look how awesome this looks. Doesn't that look super cool? Now be honest, the way that they drew this design right here looks pretty astonishing. And if we can get anything close to that, that would be incredible. And as I look at this face, obviously, if we could at least have like where the black separates the jaw, that would be cool. And then the yellow eyes actually touch the purple here. So that's very different here. But you know what? That would be really cool to customize one eventually. So let's go ahead and dive right on in and see what exactly is in this incredible Marvel's Avengers Mech Strike Thanos Infinity Mech Suit pack right here. And again, this beautiful artwork right here. Check that out. He's even got his Infinity Sword, and that looks incredible. There we are. It's a huge package. And look how awesome that looks. Thanos Infinity Mech Suit. And look at him chilling right there. That looks cool. Just released, just found this also at Walmart. And Avengers Mech Strike. Powered by massive Mech Strike armor, Thanos towers over the Avengers. There he is. Check that out. So, let's get him open. Let's see what he looks like. Let's move these to the side so we can have plenty of room. And let's bring this down here. Take a look at this. So, man, this one actually is boxed in and not open like the other ones. Because, just to give you a comparison, here's the Captain America one. You know, it is definitely larger. It's like an inch taller on the top, and about 1.5 inches, almost 2 inches on the side. Look at that. Okay, and of course it's boxed in. So let's see if we can just cut the side and slide them on out. Cool. Very nice. And I'm really digging how that looks. Check that out. So I wonder if... Took a quick little picture. There's nothing on the back. Just a bunch of little ties to cut. So... Remember, these are not the greatest scissors in the world. But they do, for the most part, cut. But they have a lot of glue on them already. Perfect. Okay. Getting our figure out. Figure out. Alright, let's get this popped out right here. Ooh, check that out. We got Infinity Gauntlet Stone looking colors right there. On what appears to be an Infinity type gauntlet. Now, if he had the Infinity Gauntlet, he definitely would not need this mech suit. But, you know, we'll take a closer look here. Now, I can't wait to find out more about this Mech Strike storyline, because that would be really cool to find out. And let's see, we got one left. Where am I stuck? Where am I stuck? Perfect. Again, cool. Look how great that Avengers symbol looks. Now we can get closer, and let's take a look at our action fig, right? Let's take a look at this Thanos right here. And so, looks to have a bit of that left. So there's his head sculpt. Let's see how much his head moves, just slightly back and forth. There's his helmet, a little bit of paint bleed right there. Check that out. Okay, and definitely a little bit of a rush job on the paint right there, you can see. So that'd be nice if it was like sharpened up a little bit. The purple for the face is actually pretty well done. When you move it out, it pushes up against the armor and his chin kind of goes out, so that's alright. Let's see, is this hard plastic? Yes, so the arms are going to be obstructed from moving too far out and around. They do move straight out, look at that. Almost a 90-degree angle for the fist. This one definitely a 90-degree angle. And it turns out, look at that. Very good, gives it a little more articulation. I guess we could put the Cap's shield right here, is what it looks like. Look at that, interesting. Okay, I guess on either side, let's take a look at his sculpt right here. That's pretty cool. That glove slash gauntlet looks pretty awesome. Look at that. And look at the texture over here, that looks cool. I'm liking the belt. We cannot move any part of his chest or waist so he doesn't turn there. The legs go this far forward, which isn't a tremendous amount that far back, but we do have some pretty good bending knees, single joints that do turn articulate a little bit. I'm so glad about that. So the legs do not articulate tons, but they are built pretty solid. They go about that far out, and it is can't go much further back here because it hits right there. Look. Okay, cool. So this is our Thanos. You know, pretty good sculpt here. I would like to be a slightly different color yellow. This looks like it's a lot looser than I thought. Look, because it didn't feel that loose at first. This one's definitely not that loose. This one. So unfortunately, that one is looser than I would have liked. And let's see this mech suit. Let's go ahead and get higher here. And so that's what the difference is. That's why we needed a box, because this one already has the feet attached. We don't have to attach the feet. Otherwise, that's probably the only reason why it's that big, because we've got this mech shell going right here. This already inserted, and then no, it is still taller, so significantly taller, so that is correct. But that is one thing that stands out. Look, we have a really good rotating cuff right here. Look at that. Rotates all the way around. We have the elbow, which comes into not quite a 90 degree, but a little bit more than a 45. And same thing here. So there we go. The arms do not rotate out. Now, at the shoulder, yes, but not at the elbow. The elbows do not turn. I like the way this looks. It's kind of like Hulkbuster reminiscent. And look at the 6 Infinity Stones. That looks cool. Very nice. Okay. And then we have this blaster right here, so that's kind of cool. And what about these right here? So I'm take it. This is supposed to go like this, right? Just making sure, because there is no instructions. So I'm assuming that this bad boy goes like this, since this would go on here. This on here and this on here. Snap that together. And check that out. For us to put this right on here. Well, I guess it's hitting right there. Nonetheless, really cool. So this side is what's hitting. Still really cool. So, what are your thoughts on this one? Let's put Thanos right here inside his little mech suit. We got the peg hole right here. There we are. Line him up. Put his legs right here. Arms down. And he's really close. There we go. I'm like really close to not fitting, but he still ends up fitting there. And where is it hitting? Perfect. Got the click going on. Look how massive this looks. This definitely looks so cool. Again, it'd be nice if we could turn them at the waist, but look how great this actually looks. Let's get our shield going right here. And so that looks really cool. So, interesting. There we are. Tell me what your thoughts are on these. Let's go ahead and take a closer look right now at our mech suits and our action figs. Very cool. What do you think? Awesome. And you know what? Let's see what they look like if we take our action heroes out. Ugh. This one's a little more stuck. Oh. Come on out, buddy. There we go. And then our Iron Man. You too, buddy. There we go. Let's get this out of here. And let's see how massive Thanos is compared to Tony Stark. Definitely towers over him, but not necessarily Infinity War style. At least not in these action figs. So, take a look at that. So cool. Alright, that looks awesome. And actually, before I move on, check this out. This sword that we have right here, this really awesome Infinity Sword that we got going on for Thanos, that we put together like this, actually can just remove the pieces. Does fit in this hand right here, but it doesn't really hold it. So you might need to put, you know, a little piece of something sticky right there that could actually hold that pretty well if it wasn't for the fact that it fell out right there. But otherwise, it does look cool. You know, we can tape it, we can glue it, we can do all sorts of things, but it actually looks pretty amazing. Now that being said, we can also do this right here, where it's not super easy, but you can actually put this right here in this peg hole, this peg in this hole right here, and it actually does, you know, bows out a little bit. But I did like the way it looked, because then it's almost, you know, these huge blade style. Look at that. Doesn't that look pretty amazing, actually? Look at that. So I was definitely digging that. So I'm a pretty big fan of how that looks, and we can definitely have some pretty awesome poses with those blades up like that. Look at this. Oop. Now it won't stay super amazing well if you move it around a lot, but it does look good in poses. Look at that. So set it up right there, get the arms the pose you want, and it looks pretty awesome. What do you think? Absolutely. Okay, let's move on. And I am proud to say that we have the action figures in this set coming up. Where are they? Right here. Check this out. Iron Man, Captain America, Black Panther, and as I mentioned a little while ago, I'm thinking this Hulk is probably supposed to be in this set also, because if we look, obviously we have these three mech suits. We have this action figure, this action figure, this action figure solo right here, and of course this with his mech suit. But I'm like, this is the only one that's missing, and since I haven't actually seen a lineup, I've just seen them at the store, my thoughts are they're probably selling Hulk 2. Maybe it just hasn't come out yet. But let's go ahead and dive right on into these action figs right here. Look how great that looks by itself right there. Okay, to the side, make some room. All right, friends. Again, well, you know what? I didn't even ask you. Which one do you want to do first? What do you say we do? Let's do Black Panther. Since we already did one Captain America and one Iron Man. And just to let you know, these are not the same suits. In case you're wondering. Look at this. So you can know, this is a different action figure. In the same line, but different suit. So it's not just the same figure. Alright, so let's dive right on in to our Black Panther. And this Black Panther looks absolutely incredible. Look at this beautiful art. I would absolutely love to do a custom. Now, first of all, he looks great already here. But this solid just silver gray shield, that'd be awesome if we had it match that. That would be so awesome. So let's get him open, okay? And since I'm not super excited about destroying this package, I'm going to carefully cut this bad boy. Wow. Talk about worst knife ever. Not even cutting. And I'm not going to destroy this package in case I want to store it later. So, bring it down like this, carefully. And we will slide out our Black Panther. Wow, cool. Look how great that looks. Okay, set that aside. Look how awesome that looks. And look, his fist is actually holding that shield. So, I think this Black Panther action figure looks outstanding, really. Put this over here. We'll set that aside. Look at that. Awesome. So let's get closer here. Straighten out our camera. Look how awesome the Black Panther action figure looks. There we go. Look at this sick looking mask. This helmet. I'm digging the way the blue comes. It actually looks outstanding. That looks fierce. It looks aggressive. That looks really awesome. Looks sporty. All sorts of great stuff. Now, the articulation is not strong, but it does look good. You can turn all the way around. Pivots a little bit. Look at his awesome. Ooh, I was hoping the color went all the way around, but for his necklace right here, looks awesome. Unfortunately, it stops right there, but still looks awesome. Let's see. The arms go. Wow, they do get to a 90-degree angle out. We have a single joint at the elbow that does come to a 90-degree angle in. Look at that. And then his arms come all the way down. He doesn't turn at the waist, there's no ab crunch, but his legs almost come into a 90-degree angle. They only go back that far, but we do have really good joints at the knees. Look at that. Turns the knees also. Look at these beautiful looking boots. And I love how it's got this spike right here at the knee. That makes him look also very fierce. The legs actually do go out into splits. Wow, even further. You definitely aren't going to need that pose right there, but look how great the claws on his feet look. Look at his boots. No more what are those? And I like the texture on the mold. Look at that. We have like, I was hoping to have like in the MCU almost like those Wakanda markings, so I guess that's as close as we're gonna get. But man, the claws look great. Look at this. So it's pretty good. I like the idea they had there, and I love the blue. So let's take a look at this shield. Again, this shield could have benefited from having more than just the silver. But I love how if we paint this purple and this glowing blue, the eyes and then the markings right here, would look amazing. So I think that's going to be my next project, is get this shield up to speed. So, alright, and let's put this shield right here on his forearm. Look how it just goes in right there. Let's zoom out. Look how awesome that looks. So, let's have him lean back a little bit so it's a really strong pose. Look at this. I'm loving it. And let's set him aside right over here. Doesn't that look outstanding? Look at that. Look at the shield. Look at the claws. Awesome! What do you say we move on to our next action figure? Great! Okay, get back all set up right here. And next, let's do Cap. And look how great Captain America looks here. Look at this beautiful artwork. I can't get enough of this beautiful Mech Strike artwork that is in this set. Looks absolutely amazing. I love the way Captain America looks there. And this is a pretty good version of it right here. Now, it could use a little more color, but otherwise, beautiful job on this mold. Look at that. We can just put the straps on his shoulders to be a different color, so it can match the artwork and the shield, you know, a little bit so it can stand out. But otherwise, I love everything about these figures. They're so cool, and look how great that looks right there. This artwork, I can't get enough of it. So, there's no write-up on these figures in case you didn't catch on to that right away, but it would have been fun. Hey, look, this one just had the tape come off instead of letting me cut it. So that's funny. All right, let's get it open down here. That way we don't destroy the package, and then we can always put this on the outside instead of just leaving it on the inside. Get him out like this. We can leave our Avengers logo in there. And let's get Cap and his shield. So, put this away here for now. Oh, I'm like, why am I getting stuck? That's why I'm getting stuck. There we are. Thanks, guys, for being patient, because the wrong way on that one. Very cool. Alright, so let's take a look at Cap over here. And this Captain America. And then we'll compare him to the one we already have with the mech suit. So, paint is a little bit of bleed on there. Love the helmet, love the sculpt. And wow, his head actually goes a lot further back than some of the other action figures. Pivots and turns. Arms go smooth all the way around. And we go beyond a 90-degree angle. Look at that. Very cool. This would be awesome, again, to put a few more colors in here. Let's see. No ab crunch, no turn at the waist. Now, I wasn't expecting that. I was like, wow, that's a lot of detail in there. Love this mold. Love the fact that it's silver there. And look how it looks like it's almost like, not necessarily like cloth, but definitely not just solid plastic right there. So I love the way this definitely looks like, you know, clothing texture. That looks awesome. Look at his elbow pad right there. The arms come into almost a 90-degree. Well, looks like that one did come into a 90-degree angle. They turn out. Well, they actually don't turn out very much because of this. They definitely turn in. Look at that. Gonna have them right there. Look at this. That looks cool. And look at his utility belt. That looks cool. And his pants, those look awesome too. So legs do not quite come into a 90-degree angle, definitely not. But we've got good joints here at the knees, single joints. Really cool looking boots, look at that. The legs do go pretty far out. So we can turn it right here at the knee. Let's take a look at his shield right here. which there is a Nerf gun very similar to this. How cool this looks. So, pretty outstanding. Let's see how this looks here. Look at that. So they all have shields in this little set, in this line. Let's put this here and see how it looks. That looks pretty awesome. Either way, it looks cool. What do you think? Let's put this back on his arm over here. That looks awesome. Let's just give him a strong stance. Look how cool that looks. Set him over here next to our Black Panther. And both of them look really strong, looking to go into battle with their amazing shields. And I'm like, Cap has some colors here, so why can't Black Panther? But looks like Iron Man doesn't either, and we'll be getting to that in just a moment, but looks like they definitely can. So look how great these two look. All right, what do you say we move on to our final action figure so far in this Wave 1 line? What do you think? Okay, cool. Get this all set up right here. Oh, and before I move on to our final action figure, which is Iron Man, let me compare these two. You know, I definitely wanted to take a look to see what's similar and what's different. And it looks like the head sculpts are actually definitely different. Look at that. Everything about this figure is different. So I was thinking, okay, maybe a repaint, but no. Look at the belts. Look at the shoulders, even the shields. I'm like, where's my Cap shield? Nothing about these two figures are the same as far as the mold. The arms, the gloves. So these are two extremely different action figures. So just so in case you're wondering, like, is there any difference? Am I gonna get the same action figure twice? Nope. This is more like a tactical suit here. And then comes with this awesome shield. And this Cap over here looks pretty outstanding too, but comes with a more traditional Stars and Stripes outfit. So you know what, let's go ahead and put him up here. There we are. Oops, there we go. Let's put Stars and Stripes right here. And that looks great. Sorry, like before I move on completely. Looks awesome. Okay, now let's move on to our Iron Man. Sorry about that, but I'm sure you appreciated that too. Okay, great. So next and last but not least is our brand new Iron Man. And this is Avengers Mech Strike Iron Man, the individual basic figure, the one with the shield. And as I mentioned before, this is not the same action figure. Not at all, by a long shot. This one that's here, and we'll see why. So let's go ahead and open this bad boy. Again, look at this beautiful artwork here. Can't wait to get a Hulk. That would be great. We have a Hulk. So let's get this bad boy open. Oop! Don't do what I just did. Sorry. I'm like this. The same time, this knife doesn't cut at all. Okay, so let's bust this on out of here, and let's get our Iron Man out. And man, does he look great! There we go. Put this back in here. Very nice. Okay, and so I'm looking at the shield. That would have been cool to have that, like, that eye or repulsor that it's got going on right there. That would have looked cool. And then a little bit of this blue right here. So again, maybe something that we can custom paint later. And let's take a look at this head sculpt. All right, so take a look at this. We got some good head articulation. Not amazing, and the head doesn't go too far back, but it does look around like that. So, wow, I didn't think it was gonna, I thought it was gonna be obstructed right here, but it's like if you push it a little bit more, it goes to almost a 90-degree angle out. So that looks great. Okay. We have almost 90-degree angle on the elbows. So that looks great. Let's see, and then we have this right here on either side so we can get the shield going. The legs go to, wow, basically a 90-degree angle. It is kind of odd the way these curve out. Look at that. Because it lifts it up right here so that feet go up off the ground. So you might want to bend those like that. But legs go about that far back. We do have good knees at the joints at the knees. And let's see. The arms turn out pretty well. Shoulders go around really well. And I'm actually surprised at how well they do. Look at the open hand. I like the way that looks. And let's compare this. Those are absolutely different head sculpts. Different color gold. Look at that. I'm digging this gold a little bit more. This one has 2 open hands. This one has 1 fist, 1 open hand. And even the red's different. Look at that. Brighter red, brighter gold on here. Look at the torso. This one's like beefier, and this one definitely looks more like the 85. So this looks awesome. Look at this. This is more like the arc reactor from the Mark II, that sort of style. So like a big one. And then kind of interesting, look at this. Here's the shield, right? Looks cool. And the inside actually has a lot going on in there, which is actually kind of interesting, neat, and shocking, because you just see this, but it's got a mold on the inside too, so that's cool. And you know what, that would actually look cool if we put that in the Play-Doh, because it would leave that sort of indentation right there, which would look really cool. Alright, so let's get this placed in here. And it looks like that is intended to be like this. And I'm like, I don't know if that necessarily has any purpose, because it's not showing that. It shows that open back here. So I'm like, I'm not seeing any real purpose to that. That going like that. And the hand doesn't extend beyond that like it does here, or at least appears to. So check out these boots though. That looks awesome. So again, zoom out so you can see our 2 figs side by side. Look at that. So again, you won't be buying the same one twice. Now this one could have a little more detail on the legs. Well, I take that back, not detail, but maybe paint applications. Look how awesome this little detail of that looks right there. It's just really pronounced right there. So, man, these 2 figures actually look great individually. So let's stand this Iron Man up. Also, with a really strong, brave stance. Turn the leg out a little bit. And then, why am I having trouble? There we go. Let's. Actually, I'm having a little bit of issue getting him to stand up. There we go. And it was simple. Okay. And then for this Iron Man, I want him using his repulsor blast. There we go. So that looks awesome. All right, let's get these right here. And how great does that look? You know what? Maybe I'll put him over here. How awesome does this look? I'm very impressed. And so let's get the mech suits out here and take one final look at these awesome action figs. Again, when am I gonna get Hulk, and when are they gonna make Wave 2? Can't wait. Let's get the suits out here. Well, actually, also for comparison, there is our Thanos. Man, he looks a lot bigger now that we have just him around here. Okay, so now let's get our mech suits out. Ooh, plot twist. I was setting everybody up and hadn't even noticed that the wrist moves slightly on this Infinity Gauntlet arm right here on this wrist. So, you know, doesn't do a whole lot, but I am pleased that it does that. Any more articulation you can get, love it. Okay, now I'll set everybody up. All right, friends, so check this out. I was actually able to set everybody up in a really cool scene right here. And you know what, I'm gonna have to go back and let you know, or at least I'm gonna edit now to show that these blades actually do fit in the little peg holes that Thanos has right there. So that actually makes them look kind of fierce. And you could kind of hold right here. You see the width of how to hold a sword right here. It does fit, but then it slides right out the front. So you'd have to put something a little bit to make it sticky in there. But otherwise, look at these incredible action figures. Don't these look absolutely amazing? So, I think so. And this was a whole lot of fun to open, and I can't wait to get more. I actually love this wave. This looks, not just this wave, this whole line of Mech Strike Avengers. So, can't wait to get more, can't wait to find them, can't wait for them to release them. So, if you have not already subscribed to our channel, guys, please subscribe below. Hit the notification bell next so you can be notified every time we have a new video come out. Talk to us in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. Let us know where in the world you're watching from. Give us a big thumbs up if you like Super Channel G, if you like Avengers, if you like Mech Strike. And go back to our YouTube channel to watch more great videos like this. So, until next time, friends, thanks for hanging out with us here on Vincent Gigi's Super Channel G. Peace.